Berg, how's this camp been so far for you this season?
It's been fun, get to know the new players and other staff that are new. So yeah, and the weather was nice too in Traverse City. So we had a great time there.
You just feel a lot more comfortable now, second or third time around. I mean, just a lot more, just knowing all the guys and the coaches and all that too.
Yeah, feeling so. Every year I get more comfortable. So yeah, I know how things is going now at that camp. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Do you feel this year like an established NHL player, or do you still feel like coming into the preseason there's still something to prove for you?
I feel like definitely something to prove. I'm feeling like I had okay first year. I played 65 games or something, but I'm feeling like I need to compete for a spot now. Like nothing is given to you in this league. So yeah, that was my mindset into the summer to make a push and have a great start of the season.
And what are the parts of your game that you feel would show that you're ready to do that and take the next step?
I'm feeling like overall my game, like both defensively and offense, have things to improve. And I'm feeling like this summer I've got stronger and faster, and I'm feeling pretty good out there on the ice. So yeah, just need to show this on the games that comes.
Do you feel like, so you definitely feel like you're fighting for a job? You're not thinking like, all right, come October 1st, you're going to be in the NHL or not?
Oh no, I'm feeling like I have, like I said, something to prove, and I feel like I need to compete for my spot, and yeah.
What was the message from the team like for you going into the off season, as far as what they wanted you to focus on, and just what was your general kind of just the message for you?
Like the message, we have a talk after season. I need to be stronger and faster this summer, and feel like that's one thing I work on really hard. And like I said, I have had a tough but really good summer. So yeah, I can't wait to let them see that on the ice.
Did you spend it mostly in Sweden or here? Or?
No, mostly in Sweden.
What's it like coming into camp this year for knowing kind of what the coach's expectations are? You came in last year as a new coach, putting a new system in. What's it like coming in kind of having a better idea of who the head coach is and not having to learn a new guy at top in start camp?
Yeah, for me it feels that like it's easier for me that I was here 1 year ago when Newsy arrived for the first time, so I know how he wants to play and stuff, so that makes it a little bit easier for me.
What are some of the things you learned about him as a coach and a person last year that you kind of now you take into this season?
Yeah, I don't really know. Like he's a great coach and a really good person too. Like he really care how you're feeling outside hockey too. So yeah, I mean, just have good things to say about him.
You were taking rushes this morning with Nate Danielson, and I think you've been on a line with him a couple times in camp. What have you got to know about Nate's game as one of the newer guys in the organization?
Yeah, I've seen him. I didn't see him before the camp, so. But at camp he feels like a really good player, like skilled centerman. So yeah, it would be fun to play with him. He's obviously a great talent. So yeah, it would be fun.
Hey, Berg, what did you think of your NHL season? I mean, was it a learning experience?
Last year?
Yeah, in the NHL.
Yeah, feeling like I had a great start. Then after a while, I felt a little dip in the middle of the season. But overall, I think I had an okay season, like I said, but I felt that I created more chances than I scored. So I feel like if I'm just a little bit more edge on it, I can be a real offensive player in this league.
Is that more of talking about just the finishing or more of the build-up to it? When you said you kind of created more chances than you scored, are you looking at like you're in the right spots or you need to get to the spots more often?
No, I'm feeling like I got the spot where I have the chance to score, but I feel like I'm maybe a little bit, how to say it, not selfish enough. So I feel like last year I'm trying to pass more and shoot, and this summer I worked on my shots, and I'm feeling like into the season I want to be a more threat. So maybe a little bit selfish in some areas and shoot more.
Bergie, as you navigated the NHL last season, was there anyone that you kind of leaned on to help you just navigate the process?
I feel like all the Swedes that was with me last year helped me a lot, like with how it is to live an NHL life. So yeah, thanks to those guys that helped me a lot. So yeah.
And the veterans too, so many veterans on this last year's team and this year's team. Kind of what are your biggest takeaways from them so far this camp?
Yeah, we have like Larks, DP, and Copper, and those guys have helped me a lot. Like you look at them at practice and how hard they work every day and take care of your body and stuff. So yeah, they've been really good help for me.
Be a lot more quiet for you now with Hellberg not there next to you.
Yeah, yeah, he loved to talk. So, but of course, nice guy. But I want to miss him. He was my driver a lot this last season. So yeah, I need to find another guy.
Well, I thought Valeno was your driver, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he moved, so Hellberg was better driver.
Yeah.
Do you not like to drive, and basically you're just trying to like bum rides, or do you not want to drive? Like what? Just
I didn't have a car,
okay.
so I maybe need to buy a car this season. I don't know.
So how'd you get to the rink today?
I took a walk.
Okay.
I'm now at the hotel downtown, so it was nice. 15 minutes, get the legs going.
So when you're with Hellberg, do you even say a word in the car, or does he kind of like the entire way?
Oh, I'm just zoom away, like he just keep talking. And, like
Yeah.
I maybe hear a few things, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Going into tonight's game, what sort of things are you going to be focused on as far as like knocking off the rust and reacclimating to live game action?
yeah, it will definitely be fun to like play real games again, like it was many months ago. So just play my game that I've been doing all my life, and just show them that I did a lot of work this summer, and show them that I'm ready to take a spot this season.
I saw you were on the left wall of the power play out there. Have you played that side of the power play much, or is it more been on the other side of the ice?
I think it's like 50-50. Like it doesn't really, I don't really care. Like feeling like both sides has their charm to it. So yeah.
Thanks, Berg.
Hey, Nate, how are you feeling approaching your first preseason game here? Just anxious, or what's going through your mind?
Just excited right now. Sure there'll be a little bit of nerves tonight before the game, but just pretty excited right now to play my first one.
How'd you assess how your camp went after the prospects tournament?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it was a couple days of practice there, and a lot of information, everything like that, and thought overall it went pretty well.
In those first few times you hit the ice with Larkin and those guys, were you kind of like, whoa, this is really for real now? This is kind of happening?
Yeah, I mean, luckily I was here in August, so I got to skate with a bunch of the guys before and get to know them a little bit too. So obviously that helped a little bit with just being on the ice with those guys. But still, I mean, once you actually get competing against them, you realize how good they are.
So you're getting like, you're still keeping in contact with a lot of your buddies from the junior team. It's like, are they kind of like asking the same thing, like how things going and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, close with all the guys on our team, so they're obviously wondering how things are going here, and I'm talking a lot to them about what's going on back home because our season started already, so I'm keeping in touch with all of them.
Does that feel kind of strange a little bit sometimes?
Yeah, it actually does. It's kind of weird that they started already and we're just getting started here.
They had games already, or?
Yeah, like our first regular season games were last weekend, and we have a couple more this week. So
How'd you guys do?
we went 1-0-1, but should have won the one we lost. So pretty good.
Were you able to watch them live at all or anything like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, they're streamed on
Yeah.
like WHL Live. So
I was just wondering with your
Yeah.
schedule if you were able to.
yeah, I actually lined up pretty good that I was
Yeah.
able to watch them all.
Have you been getting any feedback from coaches or anything throughout the time in Traverse City, or they just kind of let you go and maybe talk to you at the end?
No, they've been giving me feedback. I mean, obviously not a whole lot because there's a lot of new things going on, and I mean, at the end of the day, I think they just want me to go and play hockey and play how I play, but I think there's little details that they try to help me with and help me touch up.
What differences have you noticed playing at this level, even in just the scrimmage and stuff, from what you're used to in junior and then from the prospect tournament?
Well, obviously the size and strength is probably the biggest thing, and I think that's probably the pretty usual answer. But I think just also the compete level is a lot higher, and yeah, I mean it's just a lot faster and stronger, and I think the execution is also something that's a lot higher than junior. And just if you make a mistake, it's probably gonna end up in the back of your net.
As far as the process of implementing systems goes, do you find that there was a big difference between what that looked like at an NHL training camp versus what you were used to in junior, or is it mostly the same thing?
It's pretty similar. I mean, there's some changes, and I mean every coach is different, obviously, and has different systems. So there's a couple differences, but they've been really good at sort of breaking it down for us and making it easy on us.
What have you learned about Coach Lalonde throughout camp and everything like that?
I mean, he wants us to go out there, and I think the first thing is just compete. And I mean, that's something that's not really a given. You have to go out there and do that every night. So I think that's probably the biggest thing I've taken away from him.
As far as just kind of now, it's been 3-4 months since the draft, and you've got to know the organization. What are some of the things that maybe you've already picked up on that you've learned about? Hey, this is how you be a pro, or things like that. Just whether it's from development camp, from this camp. Like, what are some of the things that you've already kind of tried to think about how you're going to implement it?
I think just taking care of your body throughout development camp as well. Being here, I think there's been a ton of stuff on nutrition and sleep and just things like that. So it's definitely stuff that I can kind of just take with me and implement.
Where were you staying when you were here in August?
We were just at a house. There was a couple of us that were there, and we were training here and stuff.
Who were some of the other guys you were staying with at the house?
Cross, Hannes, Riley Sawchuk, Evanson and Wallander were there. I don't know, Kosa, I don't know, there's a couple others.
Anyone kind of get the like cooking duty, or anyone like actually like of that group?
Actually, Jan was the cooker.
Okay.
He's a good cook, so we kind of let him do it, and we would help him clean up.
And you probably have so many just growth experiences this summer, draft, development camp, training camp. Has that felt overwhelming at all at times for you? If you kind of, do you feel like this has been, you're ready for this?
I mean, I think this whole draft process was, there's a lot that went with it, so I'm kind of used to it by now, and throughout training camp and everything like that, it's kind of just been a relief to just be able to go and play hockey and do my thing, and not have to worry about like who's watching and like that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it's been just a bit of a relief to really know where I am, and I'm happy to be here in Detroit to just get to play hockey now.
And, you know, living in a house and being with all these other prospects and players too, does that chemistry translate on the ice? Can you sense that and feel that when you're out there?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's good to get to know the other guys, and I mean, especially just a bit more on a personal level. When we were living together, we obviously spent a lot of time together, so it's nice to be able to build those relationships, and yeah, I mean, I think it does help on the ice.
What are you hoping to take out of the preseason games that you get into, you know, the next 2 weeks and take back with you?
I think just the compete level that they play with, and just being able to take that back to junior, and just keep my pace up to the level they play, and I think just being able to take that back with me would really help me.
I'm sure you're learning from most everyone on the team, but is there anyone who really kind of took you under their wing over the past week?
I think like all the guys have been really good, and just being in Traverse City was a lot of fun, being able to have some more time to hang out with each other and stuff like that. So I don't know if there's a specific person, but a lot of them have been really good to me.
As a center, is there anything you pick up on, you try to pick NHL guys' brains about face-offs or anything like that? I know I've talked to other younger guys who kind of, one of the big things they notice is they come up and there's the experience in the face-off. I'm curious if there's anything you try to pick up on from other guys like that.
Yeah, I mean, after practice, I like to just kind of ask the older guys and see what they do and what works for them. And I mean, everyone's different and does something a little bit differently. So I think just I like to get a couple of tips from them and see what works for them.
Is there any particular part of your game that you hope to grow this season? Anything that you're focused on?
I don't think any like particular part. I mean, overall, I want to just improve my game, and I want to become a bit better defensive player, and I as well want to become a better offensive player. So I think just overall, I just want to become a better player.
Thanks, Nate.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Feel good to be back here in a way and stuff.
Yeah, into the routine for sure. Camp's busy, but it's always a good busy, even today. Morning skate, video practice, and obviously the game tonight.
For you guys, I mean, you guys are always busy, obviously, but is this like the busiest time of the
By
year?
far. It's obviously our summers are a lot different. You still stick to your routine a little bit, but you're going from picking and choosing your routine to being on the ice for 5 hours a day. It's physical, it's mental, but it's all. There's also this adrenaline and excitement of getting camp started.
When a young guy like Danielson's getting ready to play at this level for the first time in preseason, is there any particular message that you have for guys like that?
No, play your game. Do not be paralyzed by structure. Play fast. Mistakes are going to happen, but don't make cautious mistakes. Make aggressive mistakes. So he's had a good camp. He looks very comfortable out there. Very excited to see him in tonight.
What does he do that you like?
Like the 200 game already. So a lot of times, as you know, you're teaching some of that 200-foot game. You got involved in a goal against there the other night, Gettinger's goal, which is all part of the learning. But I don't very little do the draft. Obviously, our group works very hard. We spent all year in the draft. I meet the kid. You get a feel of what the kid is a little bit. I'm told he's a 200-foot player. You see odd clips, but pleasantly for me, he seemed to have a little more offense, a little more deception to his game, a shot.